Hello everyone, it's Dragon here, and today I'm going to be talking about the Undertale community and fandom. The reason I want to talk about this subject is because Undertale has been a very huge part of my Undertale career slash hobby, and it's one of the few fandoms I've really taken a deep dive in and been really heavily involved with when it comes to two other communities that I've been involved to, which is the Invader Zim fandom and the Sonic fandom. Before the Undertale community, I was quite into the Invader Zim fandom, but the Undertale would be the biggest fixation in creating art and doing a lot of animations, because the Undertale fandom has a lot to offer. And there's so many creative avenues that the Undertale fandom's gone. We have the Undertale AU's community, which just goes into so many different possibilities, so many different ideas. It's kind of made and carved the path for people to make their own stories, and it's quite awesome. One of those being the Underverse series, which was a huge inspiration for me to get better at my animation work and push myself to challenge myself to do different things. And I'll talk about that a little bit more later in the video. But the Undertale community has given me a lot of things that the other two fandoms haven't. It gave me a platform to experience a large growth in my channel, and one of the few visions I had with my channel was to inspire people or share people my ideas from my head that were stupid and hilarious in the hopes that would bring some bit of positivity to the world. Because in this day and age, there's so much negativity. If Nightmare was real right now, he'd be eating himself to pure diabetes. Let's be honest. So that was kind of my inspiration, or shall we say my vision for my YouTube channel, was to just inspire people to make animations that would be just as good, if not better than me, or just at least to inspire people to pick up a pencil and try to be creative and express themselves in any manner they see fit, or just to bring light to someone's day, week, month, year, anything of that sort, just to bring that little bit of positivity. And with the Undertale fandom, I've had the privilege to not only have my animations recognized by not only people IRL, but people that are large in not only comic dubbing communities, but animation communities as well. And to have people reach out to me, not only through streams, but through Discord, voice calls, and even heck, VR chat, saying, "You have been my inspiration, my childhood, my reason for doing digital art, whatever." And hearing that comment come from someone's mouth is worth more than any view count, any subscriber count, heck, maybe even certain donation amounts too. It's huge because it satisfies one of those core values that I had starting my YouTube channel all the way back in 2010 when I was only simply in grade 10. Or I guess I should say grade 11. I can't count. It's been so many years since I've been out of school. And that's only just one of the positive things with this Undertale fandom that I've experienced. I've met a lot of great people through the Undertale fandom. I've heard so many stories. I've gotten so much inspiration from people in the Undertale community. I've made great friendships that are everlasting, at least for sure in the Undertale fandom. I've learned so many new skills that I never thought I would learn in any other community, such as 3D modeling and making VR chat models. I've also had the pleasure of watching other content creators work and being inspired myself and getting a good laugh out of it. The fandom has a lot of good points, but there's also a dirty underbelly just like any other fandom. But I'm going to talk about my personal experiences with the negative aspects of the Undertale fandom now that we got the positive out of the way. Speaking more to recently what I've noticed. There is this growing trend I've noticed in the Undertale fandom that I don't know is prevalent in any other community, but this one's been the loudest, is the... Let's talk about the elephant in the room. The fake pedophile and grooming allegations shit. For whatever reason, this has been getting very rife in the Undertale community. Very loud, very obnoxious. And there are a lot of content creators who have been given these very serious, very damaging false accusations. And I don't know what it is. It's adults, it's minors, it's everything in between. There's something going on with this community where people are pointing fingers at people, trying to demonize them, trying to make them out to be some villain they really weren't, because of a simple disagreement or because some minor thing made them uncomfortable. And the problem with these very serious allegations, which I'm not going to mention here because it's trigger worthy, are very damaging. They're actually a crime. They are defamation of character and libel. And there are laws in place, not only in Canada, but in the States regarding that. Because of the ramifications that these serious allegations have. They destroy people's livelihoods. They destroy people's emotional health, psychological health. They destroy friendships, professional relationships. That's not okay for someone to go around and throw these allegations because of something, one or two things that might have made you uncomfortable that were actually not that serious. And I have been a first-hand victim to this. I'm not going to go into details about that because I want that situation to die. And I don't want the people who tried to ruin my life to have any more power in taking away something that I want to do for fun. I don't want people to go out of their way. I don't want to give them the power to bring me down further than they already have. Or my friends, for that matter. I have a whole entire document on Tumblr explaining that situation, but I am not going to go any further than that. But if you want to have a read on that, you're more than welcome to do it. And it's not even just me. There's other creators in the fandom who have also been outed, but they actually did not do anything wrong. And those of you who are still in the Undertale fandom yet, who still watch my videos, if you're familiar with Underverse, I'm sure you guys know about what's going on with Jakey and her whole situation with Underverse. And my commentating on that is that I'm not surprised, but I'm also very disappointed. Jakey's series Underverse was a very big pillar in my inspiration to continue to improve and grow in my art skill. She was a huge inspiration to me getting to where I am now in terms of animation work. But I always had a feeling in the back of my mind that something within the Undertale community was going to stop the production of such a wonderful series. The fact that Jakey persevered through the allegations she got that were very much false, or God forbid what else, serious allegations, serious stuff, and still continued to do Underverse for as long as she did, speaks a lot of her tenacity. Even though my situation was pretty bad, I can't even imagine what Jakey had to deal with the hopeless pizza situation and everything else. For her to continue to do that, to continue her series and push on for as long as she did, that is strength that even I can't even vouch for. I personally, if I was in that situation, I would have said the hell to my series and gave up on it a long time ago. And watching her stream, you can really tell that, like, this shit broke her. This shit really broke her spirit. And another problem I'd like to bring up too is the gatekeeping of Undertale AUs and this stick to the canon stuff to all these AUs. You people gotta understand that when people make AUs, you should not have no right in telling them how they should dictate or create their story. You can give constructive criticism, sure, but why go out of your way to make an issue, to white knight an issue that isn't even there? Like, calling someone a homophobe because you changed the gender of Frisk. Or, God forbid, you're a sick and horrible person because you show naked skeletons. Newsflash, guys. Skeletons are not safe for work. Unless you have Ecto in there, but that's a whole different ballpark. But I'm talking a straight-up, bony-ass skeleton with no genitalia. Nothing. There is nothing wrong with a skeleton. We all have one inside us. We have one in the school classrooms, unless that's changed in the last while, but something about the Undertale community, and it's only the Undertale community, just finds that a skeleton without clothes is inappropriate. I'm sorry, that's stupid. Let's call a spade a spade. That's stupid. I would like to grace it with another world, but I'm not going to do that. But for the sake of simplicity, that is stupid. And like I said, the gatekeeping thing is another issue. I even see this a little bit with the VR chat community as well. Even with using certain avatars. People don't have their cloning on because they feel that that's their avatar and they can't share it, even though it's a public model. I go into VR chat with my models I've created for, like, Shattered Dream or for Blue Bearer, and people are like, hey, your cloning's on. I have my cloning on so I can share it with people. I'm a sharing person. I don't get greedy with my avatars. I might have spent time looking for them, but if people like an avatar I'm wearing, who the fuck cares? It's not like they're wearing me. If they were wearing a skin of me, I would be saying something, and I wouldn't want people cloning that. I get that, but if it's a publicly available fucking model, there's nothing... It's stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna get in a whole rant with that, but that's beyond the point. But yeah, there's the gatekeeping thing with that too. I mean, and there's just like, people have to think that they need to pull people down so they can get their way, or stop a creator from making content which they don't agree with. That's the other issue that's been with the Undertale fandom. There's this inherent need to push their agenda that something has to be their way or no way. And that again goes with the serious allegation shit. If someone wants to make Frisk a boy, or someone make Frisk a girl, let them do it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. It's a super easy, common sense solution. You don't like it, don't watch it. I watch a lot of Undertale content creators that make certain content I don't like. I don't go out of my way to shun them, to shame them. I just don't look at it. Like the content that the person who made Guardian Swap Dreamtale. They make certain content I don't like. People have told me they make this, this, and this, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna look at it. I'm just gonna look at the content I do like. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to cancel that person, because, you know, they can do what they want. It's not like they're putting real people in danger. If they were putting people in real danger, then we'd have a problem. But if it's fictional characters, I mean, granted, there is some gray area with it, but if it's not hurting anyone or encouraging bad behavior, who cares? But yeah, there's just this virtue signaling that's going on. And I don't think it's just in the Undertale fandom, because that would be unfair to say. It seems to be everywhere. Ever since this whole COVID bullshit happened, people have been wanting to step over each other and get this superiority complex. They want to feel like they've done something, even if it's harmful to someone, just to feel like they've got some element of control in their lives. I don't know why it is, but I've seen it IRL. I've seen it online. I've seen it with the Undertale fandom, especially the Undertale fandom. And people, you do not need to bring someone down to have an aspect of control in your lives. You don't have to control someone else to feel like you're in control. Being in control starts with you fixing your own problems, not fixing everyone else's problems, or not trying to fix someone else's problems to feel like you fixed yours. It starts here. It starts in the home. It starts where you live. Fix your shit before you can start vouching and fixing other people's shit. Start looking at yourself and being like, you know, my life's shit, but how can I make it better? And I can tell you one thing right now, it's not by going online and shitting on other people's stuff. But I'm getting in a whole entire rant off topic from that. Let's get back to the Undertale community. So those are the big aspects I've seen that's an issue with the Undertale community as a whole. And it's really sickening and it's really saddening to see that such a great fandom has fallen so far. It's just really... There is no words to describe it. There's no one word to grace it with. It's just very disappointing to see that adults and minors alike are just finding ways to shoot people down, to shit on people. Undertale was about, like, staying determined and being positive. At least that's the message I got from that. But I'm seeing that so lost, especially with the new people coming into this fandom. Where did that core value go, guys? Where did it all go? I guess that's only left for you guys to ask yourselves. But with all that being said, it's I feel a lot of conflicted things with this community. Like I said, this fandom's been very huge with my life. It's nearly a decade of my life, guys. And I've made so many animations that I'm proud of. And I've made so many big accomplishments with this fandom that I've not made in any other fandom. And what I've dealt with, the shitty part of the fandom I had dealt with, it really did break my spirits a little bit. And I'm still trying to stay determined to continue to make animations for you guys to still enjoy. But at the same time, my desire to continue to make content here has waned quite a lot, and that's why I've been really slowed down on making content lately. Part of it's that, and part of it's also getting into 3D modeling and making VR chat models, and there's a lot of 3D chat or VR chat models I really want to make for the Undertale fandom before I go to share with everybody. But just after the shit that's gone on, I don't know. I'm going to stick with it and get what I can done. But I think the Dark Sunshine comic dub is going to be very likely the only comic dubbing series I will ever do for this fandom. I don't think there will be another one, because I don't think I have enough of a heart to continue with the Undertale fandom. I'm still questioning about which fandom I'd go to next. I've looked at a few options. Murder Drones, Sonic, going back to Sonic, because Sonic fandom's still very much alive. And I haven't heard too much shit going on with it. But of course, I know there is a deep underbelly with that too, and there's a lot of other shit, but I'm still figuring that out yet. I mean, who knows? Maybe I might still do Undertale animations yet, even though I'm into another fandom. Or maybe I might just get good enough that I can do Murder Drones content. Maybe Hell of a Boss, maybe Hazbin Hotel. I don't know. Or it might be that I might invest more time into my IRL content or my IRL stuff, like my jobs, that it might be just kind of a one-off thing. I really don't know. But all I want to say is that I still love a lot of aspects of the Undertale community, don't get me wrong. There's still plenty of great people in the Undertale fandom out there. They're just the new generation in this fandom, and I'm not saying everyone, there's good people in the new generation too, but overall, it's just kind of sullied the reputation of this fandom, and it's really sad to see. But I guess that's just humanity for you. But that's all I have regarding talking about this subject. I'm going to probably make another video in the next little while talking about my YouTube channel in general and just kind of reflecting on it, because my channel is well over a decade old, and I feel like that needs its own video in itself. But for now, thank you guys all so much for watching and hearing my little TED Talk on the the Undertale community. I keep saying Undernet because VR chat. But I want to thank everyone who stuck with me, who supported me, who's encouraged me to continue doing animations. I want to thank everyone who's either come to interact with me in person or VR chat, whatever, and said nice things and continue to push me to continue doing what I'm doing. I want to sincerely thank all of you. I want to thank all the great people I've met in the Undertale fandom, the great comic dubbers that I've met, for being able to actually interact with them and get to know them as the cool people they are. And I'm thankful for the people that inspired me. Even if whatever happens, happens with that. I'm still thankful for it. And every good experience I've had from this Undertale fandom, I'm going to carry with me. And I will let the negative aspects of it fade off into oblivion. Because like I said, I don't want to give power to the negative people that try to bring people down. I'm not going to let them take me down and pull me into a pit that crushes me. I've been through a lot of shit in my life, so I'm not going to let something some people want to make, some fake shit people want to make about me to demonize me, to stop me in doing what I want to do and what I love to do. I might have not be able to work on a certain model anymore because of what shit happened with my drama that I mentioned before. But overall, I'm going to keep doing what I can in the fandom until the drive is completely gone from here. And that's a fact. So thank you everybody for watching this long-ass video, 21 minutes of me ranting about the community. For those of you who are sticking by me and supporting me, sharing my videos with other people, sharing my content, interacting with me, saying nice things, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. All of you are wonderful people, and I do hope that you continue to spread positivity, not only to myself, but to other people as well. Keep spreading positivity and encouraging others to continue on. Because that's ideally what this channel's about, and this is what I'm about, is making sure to encourage people to keep pushing on even in the hardest of times. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video or live stream. Take care.